I'm Joyce Freeland. I'm an attorney in Oxford, Mississippi. I'm credentialed as a Democratic poll watcher. We had gotten calls earlier today that at the conference center there were problems with the affidavit votes, that the bailiff was discouraging people by telling them that the vote wouldn't count anyway, and so affidavit votes weren't being taken. When I came, there were actually two men serving as bailiff. The table was set up separately, so at a distance behind where the other poll watchers were, so the poll watchers who were watching the voting could not easily observe what was happening at the affidavit table. It turned out that the bailiff that I had heard his name first was actually very pleasant. His name was Mr. Arnold, but Mr. Gurley was immediately hostile. When I walked in and told him I was a Democratic poll watcher and was asking to see the bailiff, he basically said that I could take my credentials and leave, that I would not be allowed to observe. I made a point that I wanted to observe and that I wasn't going to interfere, that I had a right to help and offer to assist with the affidavit ballots, which he then began to argue that what I was saying was that I wanted to fill out ballots, which was not what I was saying. I waited there and understood that the election commissioner had been called, that complaints had been made, and that someone would be there shortly. Almost immediately, Mr. Gurley began to be very ugly with me, pulled close to me, and basically called me a bitch and said that I was obviously here just to cause trouble. I don't think that was appropriate. He then told me he would rewind that and just take that back, and I said, no, I'm sorry, it's already been said. It's been very pleasant since then. I have not seen anything as far as discouraging voters, but I've also noticed that Mr. Gurley is just basically not spending a lot of time at the table. His attitude is showing.